Hello my darlings, happy new year. Welcome to 12 Days of Youanuary. Now last year on my channel I did a series called the Snatched series, which was inspired by Eva Monroe's video. It was a video she made in the beginning of 2021. It was to inspire us to be better human beings in the year. And I really enjoyed the flow of that over the entire year. I enjoyed having this series, this thing to ground me, to create content and to bring myself here and have the big conversations that I love having. And before we get into 12 Days of Youanuary and what it's all about, I'd like to let you know who I am. My name is Ijama. I'm a beauty lover, a skincare influencer, a pro makeup artist, and a woman of a certain age. And that's why I do what I do on my channel. I am sipping on a mint tisane. So I thought we could also do my morning skincare routine together as we talk about 12 Days of Youanuary. I've not done a routine in ages. Doing a morning skincare routine in the beginning of the year, it sounds good, doesn't it? So here are my products. I'll bring them a little bit closer. This is more of a chatty video, so I'm not going to focus on reviewing any of these products. I am just going to mention them, and of course I'll link them down in the description box below. When it comes to reviews of skincare on my channel, I tend to do them during my skincare highlights of the month. So to cleanse my skin this morning, I used the Herbal Essential Cleansing Milk. That's that. And then I toned my skin with the facial toner from Hollands and Barrett's. And I will tone my face because it's a little bit not too dry. I will tone it again just because from the bathroom to gathering myself to come and sit here in front of the camera, I feel like I need to hydrate the skin just before I jump into skincare. So 12 Days of Youanuary. It came like that in my head. A few things that inspired it was the fact that we have just finished Advent calendar season. And of course, I've already mentioned the Snatched series that I did. I really loved the flow of it. I loved how it gave me something to ground myself, to make content for my channel, content that was authentic to me. I was having conversations that I have with my close ones and myself in my head. So that's that. And last and certainly not least, because this is the most important reason why I decided to do 12 Days of Youanuary, is because New Year energy, the way most people approach it, is not quite for me. I have tried it, it's not worked. I find it to be very based on, it is based on our capitalist society. It's very much so about putting value in what we do, putting value in what we produce, and I mean what we do in the sense of money and accomplishment. And that's what a lot of this new energy can come. A lot of this new year energy can sound like. Start a new business, get a new job, ask for a raise. It's all very money driven, very goal driven, and there's nothing wrong with that. All those elements are an important part of your new year energy, your new year thoughts. But for me, I realized a few years back I needed to center myself in the middle of all this planning, in the middle of this vision board. Should be me and not a job or a money goal or this thing I'm supposed to do that's supposed to make me really great. I needed to center me in the middle of all those things. And one of the aha moments I had was when I was writing the blog post for 12 Days of Youanuary, which I will link down below. I realized a lot of people are not even quite sure of what they want and why they want it, you know, simply because we have been told if you want these certain things, that makes you a good member of this capitalist society. That means that you are valuable. That means that you're going to make money. That means you're going to bring value and produce things that we care about. I'll give you an example. I was speaking to someone last year, and shall we do more hydration? Yeah, why not? We're here, we're chatting. Let's hydrate the skin. I'm going to go in with another layer of this. I was talking to someone, and we were talking about somebody that they admire, someone that they look up to on social media that has grown rapidly in a very short amount of time. And we all know what that comes with. When you're big on social media, you will have a huge fan base, but there's always the trolls, there's always the people with the negative energy, there's always people who have something to say. And this person that I was talking to said, oh, you know, I really love so and so, I love how they've grown in such a short time, but I don't think I can handle that, all that negative energy she receives. And immediately I realized, wait, but it's on your vision board to have those many followers. You want that type of success on social media. So in one sentence you say you can't handle it, but on your vision board you want it. Are you sure you know what you want? Are you really sure? Do you see why I said centering myself in my vision boards was important? Because you can want everything that you want, but if you're not the container that can hold that energy, it's not coming your way. It's not. Even more hydration, I am going to mist the skin with the vitamin E hydrating mist. I'm simply being extra because it's winter time and I have a bit of filming to do today, so I want the skin to be super hydrated underneath that makeup. So in this video I am going to touch on the first 6 prompts. I have created a lovely PDF document, I don't know what to call it. I am going to link it down below. You can print it, you can share it with friends. It's really beautiful. I might put a picture up on the screen if editing IJ can figure it out. I really like it. There's also a blog post that has been written. There's also, after the 12 days, the prompts that I created, I gave you little nudges of how you can use 12 days of Youanuary, because there's a reason I call it Youanuary. It's a play on January and you, of course, but this is about you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just dropping seeds that you can pick up and you can plant for yourself. That's it. I am not telling you what to do, okay? Let's go for another mist. Love that mist. One of my favorite hydrating products, honestly. Prompt number 1, declutter. Do I have to say anything about this? It is one of the most important things we can do with the new year is let go of old stuff, things we don't need. And I left this, I just say declutter because I want to leave this really open. You can declutter your mind, declutter your body, declutter your writing space, declutter your computer, declutter the TV, declutter your music stand. Do you see where I'm going with this? Choose what you want to declutter and declutter it. And it doesn't have to be done in a huge savage way unless that's your style. You know, you can do bits, you can pick sections which you can attack every month. By the way, this doesn't all have to happen in January, and that's another reason why I'm doing this so late in January, because that big flurry of energy in the first 2 weeks of January, personally, I'm on the sideline chewing popcorn. Like, okay, y'all do what y'all need to do. I'm just gonna take it easy because, as I said, I approach my new year in such a different way now. Like, it takes me up to 3 months to really settle into the new year. Like, I will do my vision board in March. It's not that deep. It really is not that deep. I know I'm healing that wound that I was raised with as a society and my family, that my value is in what I do. I am more than that. I am me before I do anything, and that is valuable enough. So enough of that. Point number 1, declutter. Declutter what you need to declutter, how you want to declutter it, and take your time, okay? Point number 2, make a money commitment. Now, I use the word commitment because I want you to see this as a long-term situation. We like to use the word challenge, and I don't like challenge because challenge is, you know, it's a bit combative. Commitment is, let's sit down and work this out. you know. So make a money commitment. Once again, beginning of the year is a fantastic time to look at your finances, to look at your money story. Many people start money challenges at the beginning of a year, but a lot of people fail. And why? Because they still haven't figured out their money story, and hence the reason I use the word commitment. Ask if money is a thing for you, if it's something you struggle with, if it's something you want to get better at. Asking yourself what your money story is, sitting down and going through the way you spend money, how you spend money, how you make money, stories you were told about money growing up, certain energies you've tied towards money. That all is your money story. And until you've figured out your money story, you're going to continue doing whatever it is you've been doing. And if you don't like the results, then it's time to switch it up, isn't it? So make a money commitment. It could be anything. It could be a no buy, it could be getting financial advice, it could be saving to get proper financial advice, because you need to pay for top-notch financial advice. It could be, there's so many things you could do as a money commitment. It's such a personal thing. You have to decide what you're going to do. I've already decided my money commitment, but I will share them with you over the year, because I'm going to do a check-in with this series. Maybe every 3-4 months I'm going to do a check-in, and I will share with you my money commitments. I just want to cross them off the list, then share them, because this year I'm working with that energy. Do it, then talk about it. Rah. Let me say it again.
Do it, then talk about it.
So I'll get back to you on my money commitments. Now let's do some ceramides and vitamin C. I am going to be mixing these two together. This is a Face Shop Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion, and I'm going to put a few drops of the vitamin C Super Booster from Superdrug. Now number 3 is blank, because as I said, this is about you. I want you to make this your own. So whatever it is that you wanted to add to your new year energy, your new year resolutions, your 2022 plan, something that you want to work on, that's what the blank spaces on 12 days of Youanuary are all about. I want you to make this your own. If you're willing, over the year, if you rock with me and you follow me throughout the series, God willing, we are all alive to watch it and create it. Let us know down in the comments whatever you want, whatever is going in your blank space. You know, share with us, sis. I still haven't figured out what's going on in my blank space, but I'll get back to y'all. Okay, I'll get back to y'all. Number 4. Oh, number 4. I love number 4. This is the year of blank. You are going to feel that blank for yourself. For the last 3-4 years, I have been finding a word. I find that divine just drops them into my head. A word that I work with, that I stand by for that year. And last year's word was healing through pleasure and joy. And it was good. And very interesting. A lot came up. A lot came up. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. But this year my word is, this is the year of forgiveness. I am going to dive deeper into forgiving myself, into forgiving others, understanding what apologies look like, how to say them, when to say them, why I say them. I used to be that person that always said sorry. Like I literally was sorry for existing. I would step on you and profusely apologize as if I had dropped a nuclear bomb on you. And I know that energy has diffused within me, but it's still something I would like to confront and be a little bit more aware of. And of course, forgiveness, you know, increasing more compassion and love in my heart, in my actions. Yeah, for me it's a big word. I didn't want it to be forgiveness, but it just popped in my head like that, in my heart like that, and You know when things pop like that and then you start denying it a little bit? I'm here to tell you, you better listen to it. It's your intuition and it's divine telling you, listen, I've already made this decision. So how do you find the word of your year? It should be aligned with your ethics. It should be aligned with where you are in your life right now. It should be aligned with your desires of 2022. It should be a word that grounds you. It can be an action. It can be a feeling. It can be a word that teaches you, a word that inspires you, a word that you wish to explore. You'll find the word, it will just come to you, you know, especially if you're a very self-aware person who practices a lot of mindfulness in your life. This word will come to you. You probably already have it. Share with me your word of the year. Now, if you don't know how to pick your word of the year, I have a crazy idea. Yeah, I have a crazy idea. Grab a book, flip through it, get to any random page and read that page. Whatever word stands out to you, go for it. Life is an adventure. God damn it, go for it. Or you could take a cup, take 10 pieces of paper, and on those pieces of paper, I want you to write out 10 possibilities, 10 words that you'd love to live by, you'd love to be inspired by, to be taught by in 2022. Write 10 words on 10 pieces of paper, fold them up, put them in the cup, shake that cup, shake it, 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 pick one now and stick to it. The one you've picked, whether you use my cup method or my book method, is the word. Don't dilly-dally, don't stick to that word. Let it surprise you, especially if you don't like that word, like you feel, oh, why did I pick that word? It probably is the word you're supposed to be rocking with for 2022. That's just your ego trying to stand between you and your intuition and divine. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now let's do moisturizer. I am going in with the Nourish face cream from TONIC Apothecary. There it is. And I am going to be mixing it in with a few drops of my own oil. You all know I love me some juicy skin. Number 5, best friend yourself. Oof, you all know how I like the concept of self, you know, it's all about you. But I said best friend yourself only because I will always stress the importance of having a deeply committed relationship with yourself. The love you have for yourself pours into the love you have for the world, for the people around you. It is automatic. You hold yourself in a high regard, a genuine high regard. I'm not talking about mad selfishness. No, I'm not talking about immaturity or selfishness. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you hold yourself in a position where you fully accept yourself, warts and all, good, bad, and ugly, and you honor all of yourself, all of your events. It gives you so much grace to do that for the world and those around you. So best friend yourself this year. Step it up. You know, really step up that self-love. And self-love is not bubble baths. It is not candlelight dinner. It is, but it's not. Real self-love at the core of it is being able to call yourself on your bullshit. It's being able to create a toolbox where you know how to soothe yourself, you know how to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know how to look after yourself. You are willing to do the work to fully understand who you are. That's what self-care is. I repeat, I'm not dismissing the physical parts of self-care. Do all that. I'm the queen of self-care. I mean, I have facials on Monday. I get it together. But intrinsically, at the core of all that, there's some inner work that must be done. Find a balance between the physical self-love and the inner work self-love. Take yourself out, make yourself laugh, you know, be good to yourself, be really, really good to yourself. But then don't allow yourself to engage in foolery. You've been promising yourself for many years that you will live in the past, but you still haven't left. This year, we're not doing that. We're not doing crazy things that we used to do because we are operating from a place of trauma, a place of unacknowledged pain. That's not what we're doing. It's 2022. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I mean, we were supposed to have flying cars by now. It's 2022. We owe ourselves a debt of love. I like that. We owe ourselves a debt of love. This cream, the Nourish cream from TONIC APOTHECARY, is such an experience, such a beautiful scent. It's like rose geranium. Oh, so good, so good. My skincare is so juicy, I don't feel like I need lip balm. And I do have my sunscreen, which I'm going to put on much later, maybe in the next 20 minutes, but I thought I would shout it out. This is the Avon Face and Body SPF 50 Moisturizing Sunscreen. Absolutely loving this in the weather. It's winter time and this is ridiculously moisturizing. I'm really enjoying this. Despite me making a lot of noise about the new year being very self-centered, which it can be, which I am encouraging in a very, I hope in a very different way, in a way that makes you still stand out and show up in the world. Anyway, point number 6 is support a charity. I am a lover of philanthropic work. I always have been, I always will be. I am a giver, and I just think if you can, we should all give. Now, support a charity does not mean you need to make a donation. A lot of people assume to support a charity is only about money. You can learn about a charity, you can talk about a charity, you can follow them on Instagram, you can follow them online, you can reach out and volunteer and give some hours. There's always something that you can do that is outside money. Once again, you're the one who's valuable here, and not what you can give in a tangible way. So if you got bag, give bag, you know, that's cool. But there are many ways to support a charity. This year I feel like supporting the, I believe I'm saying this right, the Terrence Higgins Trust. It's a HIV trust. AIDS is no longer the big issue it used to be in the late 80s, early 90s, but it's still here, especially back home in my continent. It is still an issue. Yeah, I want to remind myself of AIDS, of how it's been such an impactful disease. Living in the UK, it's not an issue. We have the NHS. People get PrEP for free, and you can live a full life as long as you have your medication as well. But back home, that's not the story. So maybe not just Terrence Higgins, maybe I'll also do some research and see if I can find some AIDS organizations that I can support back at home. Yeah, I am so grateful to be where I am. I am a lucky girl. I really am. Why has that made my eye water? Listen, these days I have become a ball of tears. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you go down to my description box and download 12 Days of Youanuary. Please let me know what you think about it. It's something I created from a place of love. I wanted to share my ways, hopefully inspire somebody who maybe feels a little bit overwhelmed and misunderstood in January, when we're in the middle of this big energy of what are you gonna do, what are you gonna do, what are you gonna do. I hope 12 Days of Youanuary makes sense. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ijoma, and I'll see you soon.